Good morning is Sairam to all the students. Welcome back in your social science class. So student, as you know, our exams are coming soon. So let's do a small recall of the civic chapter number 2 and 3. So let's start with the chapter number 2, diversity and discrimination. As diversity, what is diversity? A variety is also known as diversity because in our nation we have the diversity of language, we have a diversity of religion, we have the diversity of rituals, we have a diversity of food, we have geographical diversity as well. So, our nation is full of diversity, and because of these diversity, sometimes discrimination occurs. Now, what is diversity? What is discrimination? What are the reason behind that? We are going to recall in this chapter. So here we have some keywords: rural people, urban people. As everybody knows that the people belongs to village is known as the rural people, and the people those who lives in towns and cities, they known as the urban people. As our agriculture is our main occupation, so more than half population of our country lives in rural area. And now because of development also, our urbanization is also increasing day by day. So these are some terms, basic terms, and everybody knows about the stereotype also. It is a very important term which we are going to use in this chapter. That stereotype is a process of fixing people into a bad image, or you can say into a particular image. I can use this word for this particular image. For example, if you want to associate cooking, so generally the first word comes in our mind is women, that cooking is associated by women, or we can say that yes, women cooks very bad. And what is this? It's our stereotype nature, it's our stereotype thinking, that we always think that the work which is something, cooking, washing, or something which is inside our home is associated with the female, and the work which is outside the home, like going for a job, doing some hard work, or doing some manual work, is associated with the male. But it's not truth, as everybody knows that we also have the women cricket team as well as the men's cricket team. We also have a very good wrestler in our country. We also have very good chef like Vikas Khanna and many more in our country. So it doesn't mean that particular job is associated with the particular gender. So we have to stop this stereotype thinking. But what is stereotype thinking? To fix a people into a particular image. That is also a very bad or a different type of thinking. Inequality, everybody knows that when some people are not treated equal on their economic condition or opportunity available, economic condition and opportunity available, so it denotes the inequality. As in our chapters, we had an example of Sameer 1 and Sameer 2. Both belongs to a different background, that's why their opportunities are quite different from each other. So sometimes when we are not getting the equal opportunities because of our economic condition and our availability of the products, is termed as inequality. Discrimination, the process of dividing one person from another on the basis of caste, creed, color. The basic pillar of the discrimination is caste, creed and color, because everybody knows that the few months back there was a big agenda in America about blacks and white. So that was one of the example of the discrimination in our world. Similarly, in our country also we have examples of discrimination, which I think if you are watching the news channels, you can get a example of discrimination in your channels. So discrimination, yes, it is dividing the people from on the basis of caste, creed and color. Okay, now there's difference. What we have, as we have a religion country, India is a religion country. Here we follow Hinduism, here we follow Jainism, here we follow Christianity, here we follow Buddhism. We are full of religion. Our country, our constitution is giving the freedom of religion, as Article 19 gives us the freedom of expression. Similarly, we have freedom to choose our own religion, and we have more than 1900 languages. Okay, so this is very important. Being a cultural country, we have to learn, or we have to praise, we have to respect each and every religion, each and every language. But because of these diversity, because of these variation, because of these variety, sometimes it happened that we have different opinion on, and we have different religion practice, so it also create discrimination sometimes. Prejudice, negative feeling of biased opinion about language, skin color and clothes. Stereotype, as I told you, that fixing a particular thing in a particular image, so that is called stereotype. People usually associate girls with the easy going work and boys with the tough work, but it doesn't true. Now, as a doctor is maybe a girl or maybe a boy, similarly a chef maybe a girl, maybe a boy, so we should not think in a particular way. Everyone has its own choice, that he or she can choose anything. Now, inequality and discrimination, as I told you, because of the variety of religion people we have, sometimes it creates discrimination also, and inequality because of the economic background, it creates inequality. Now, in this chapter, one very famous name is there, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, also Dr. Bhim Rao Ambedkar, as he was the father of our Indian Constitution and also known as the leader of Dalits. And he had given his services to the welfare of the society, basically the welfare of the Dalits. And he was the father of Indian Constitution. He has done many things for the Dalits and the women and the tribals, and he also demanded the right to education for the women. And in our constitution also it is written that all the people of India are considered equal. Equal means they have equal rights, they have equal opportunity, they can get education, they have the voting right, whether they belong to whatever caste, whatever color, whatever economic background. But if they are the citizen of our country, they should get all their rights. And they have the opportunity of government job, they have the opportunity of follow their religion. So this is all about chapter number 2, diversity and discrimination. So basically in this chapter you have to learn about Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar, what he has done for our country, and what are the, you have to learn the short definitions. Anything can come in form of objective. Read the chapter, read the things, underline the important sections, underline the important dates, and the duties, whatever the Bhimrao Ambedkar said. Quote the lines said by the Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar. So in this chapter you have to learn these basic things, and you will get a objective type question paper, so you can easily score good marks. Now let's move on to chapter number 3. Okay, so here we have chapter number 3. What is government? Everybody knows about the government a little bit. Right now our ruling party is Bhajpa, or we can say BJP. So we have different party, and everybody knows about the party. I hope you, as you are in 6th standard, you all are listening to the news. If you are not listening, please start taking interest, because it's civics is all about your political relationships. So what is government? Basically, if you ask what is government, you can say, if somebody asks you, yes, government is something which is taking care of us, which is making rules and regulation for us, like this. So in general simple language, government is the organization which takes decision and makes laws for the welfare of its people. So what is government? It's just a body of organization which is helping us, which are taking a good decision for us, for the welfare of their people, means the welfare of the people of our country. Now everybody knows that we are in democracy, like we are a democratic country. What is democracy? What do you mean by the word democracy? Yes, democracy is a form of a government of the people, by the people, for the people. Here main thing is the people. This is something of the people, by the people, for the people. Here no king, no queen is there, no one is ruling like Hitler. Here we are choosing our leader who is doing the work for the welfare of the people. So here we have the opportunity to choose our leader according to our wish. So that's why in democracy it is a form of government of the people, by the people, and for the people. Now it's not that only democracy is here in the world. In some other country, monarchy is also there. What is monarchy? Monarchy is the form of government which king or queen or the monarch takes decision, makes law for the entire country, like England, you can say. So there they are not electing their leaders. They have to follow their king and queen, like those who are in the hereditarily their prince or princess. They have to follow them. They are making the rules and regulation for that particular country. Now there is one more word in this chapter, suffrage. Suffrage movement. There was a movement, suffrage movement, which we will also read already. We had covered. So here, what is suffrage? Right to vote is known as suffrage. So basically, right now we all know that we are having a voting right. Once we attain the age of 18, one person counted as a one vote. But previously, it was not privileged by all the group of people. Only a particular group of people can go and give vote. So they, afterward the movement started that everyone, the citizen, should get the right of voting once they are age of majority. As I was talking about the age of 18 year, so this is universal adult franchisee. The voting right, in which all the adults take part in voting and electing their government, is known as the universal adult franchise. Now, government, as you know, is just a group of people or community or the public policy. Now, what is the role of government? Very important. Everybody knows about the role of government in general. So, same thing we are telling you here. First, protect the rights of worker, as everybody has a freedom of speech, everybody has a freedom to take education, everybody has the freedom to learn something or do their rituals. So similarly, if somebody is abolishing your rights, you can go against, you can go in the court and ask for your justice. So people, protect the people right, make decision, protecting boundary and maintaining peace, as everybody knows about LAC, LOC. So here what the government is doing, that protecting our boundaries from our enemies. So it is a right of government that he should also aware of our boundaries, our LOCs, our LAC. Active in the natural disaster, as you know, whenever we are facing any natural disaster, right now the big thing is the corona, and we are facing this, even not our country, everybody is facing. So as you see, seen that our government has done very good work, and they are giving the subsidies, they are giving the loans, they are providing the free rations to the poor. So they are doing, so it is a responsibility of the government, they have to do, because it's a responsibility of the government. And many other responsibility like court and legal matter, they have to see exercise the leadership, because people has chosen them for their good works. So they have to do their duties, they have to fulfill their responsibility. It become the responsibility of the leader that they have to serve their country. Now, as I told you, types of government: democracy, monarchy, dictatorship. Now we have levels of government: national, state, district, local. Now these are the 4 levels of government. As I told you with the example of school, if you remember that, like in a school, a principal cannot handle each and every child. So what they had done, they had appointed the supervisor, then supervisors appointed the class teacher, then under class teacher subject teachers are there, then monitors are there. So only by this way you can control the whole school. Similarly, our country is also very big, as everybody knows, we have the billion of population. So what we are doing, we are managing, we means here government is managing everything at a level. So national level, then small state level, then afterward district, and the very small part is the local level. If I associate this diagram, so it should be like this: local, district, then state, and then national level. Now laws and government should make law. Not only making law, they have to enforce the people to fulfill the law, to just follow the law, work for justice, give orders, court can give orders. India, democratic government, everybody know India is a government which is meant for the people, by for the people, for the people. People have power to elect their leaders. After 5 years, if they are not happy with the current leaders, they can change by using their voting right. And everybody has a voting right after attaining the age of 18. So basically, if you see that India is a country where people can elect their leaders, where people can choose their leaders, and if the leaders are not doing well, so they can change the leader after the 5 years. So this is all about the government. Basically, government has a body of organization which makes rules, which enforce rule, but it should be only for the welfare of the people. The main thing, everything whatever the government is doing, it should be always for the welfare of the people. So in this chapter, it is a very important chapter. Here from this chapter there are various MCQ type questions can come, and what you have to do, underline each and every important line, read the chapter thrice or even more than 3 times, and underline the important words, underline the important years, and just see how many level we have, how many kinds of democracy. Read the definition again and again, because you are getting option. So if you read, you will easily get the idea of the most appropriate answer from the options. So here I am finishing our chapter number 2 and chapter number 3 revision, a small recall. Now what you have to do from your book, just read the chapters, see the videos of these chapters again and again, and start learning from for your exam. All the best, students.